On this episode of Tech Week, Microsoft PowerPoint 2007, the exciting, cool new features of a new version of PowerPoint. This is part of our continuing Microsoft Office series. Today we're going to talk about how easy it is to use PowerPoint 2007. As you can see, it's very similar to Word. First, we're just going to type some text in here, and so if I want to insert a new slide, up on the ribbon here, it's been changed to Insert New Slide, and it's got different types. You can change layouts, reset things, drawing tools, formatting of the text is all done here, text direction, text alignment, and then of course converting to SmartArt, which we will talk about later. Insert allows you to do hyperlinks. You know, it's basically the same as with Word. A cool new feature is the photo album feature, where you can create a new photo album, and I'll just pick, let's see, just a few pictures, a few random pictures here. Okay. And it just created a photo album, just like that, with pictures I had on my computer that I selected. A nice thing with this is that it's so easy to use. Animations like slide transitions and everything, you can preview them from here, and it'll actually show you what it'll look like without having to go back and preview it or go into presentation mode like you had to do in previous versions of Word. All the stuff, like if you're using the Mac and you have the formatting palette on PowerPoint, I think it's 04, all that stuff is here. Preview tab for animations, like I'll insert a title and content slide, so I'll just type some stuff in here, and I'll just type in here, and then I'll go into animations, and it can all show at once, or it can go by paragraph level. I can do things like this or this. I'm going to choose this one with fade smoothly, and I'm going to get rid of that, so I can go in transition mode from this slide and it'll fade over, or just really whatever you set it to. One cool thing is the new slide designs. They have new templates that are not on other versions of Word. These templates look really cool, really professional. All you have to do is scroll over them and it'll change so you can see what they would look like. You can get more from Office Online for free. I would say I want that one, so it'll change it to that. And like at the beginning, it changed the whole thing. You can change each one individually. You can change your page orientation, vertical to horizontal. So if you wanted a vertical, you could do that way. For purposes, we will use horizontal. You can record narration and rehearse timings again. View all the spell check and comments, and slideshow view, notes page, slide sorter view, all that's in the view tab. You can change everything to gray style or go back to color. You can change your resolution, all that stuff that was not as easy to do in previous versions is now much more easier to do. A cool thing, like if I want to go in here and select this text, go to the drawing tab, and we can just change the way all this appears on the page with presets. You can change bevels, things like that. This works really well on like pictures and that, but if you had like, we'll just draw a quick shape here. You can go into shape effects, change the shadows. So if I want the perspective shadow, I can just click it, as you go over it, it'll show you what it'll look like. So if I want this color scheme, I can just click it like that. If I want to change the outline color to green, I can. If I want to change shape fill color to orange, just like that. And it has all the quick styles. And like it's got fades and everything. And you can arrange it, you can align it, you can flip it, you can rotate it. You can add reflections, which is really cool to do in this version. It makes reflections really easy. Like if you import like a picture like this, like just in Word, the picture tools came up. It's got all these different presets, like this will reflect, and just click it and it does it. You can align, like distribute it vertically and horizontally. Now it's perfectly in the center of my page. You can crop, you can do picture effects, like if I wanted to do this, I can do it like that. I wanted to change it back to a frame, change the brightness of it. We can add a glow, a bevel. You can just add all of this, and it puts it on top of some of the other layers. You can change reflection variations. So if we wanted to go with this type of reflection that's more of a broader reflection, it would do that. A cool thing, we're going to go ahead and create a new slide, title and content. Like you can go in and you can change the word art style. So if I'm going to select these, and I want all of them to have this word art style. So just like that, it formatted that like that. Then you can go and change outlines, fills, shape effects. You can add glows. You can bevel them. It really just depends on what you have selected. Like this particular template that's already in Word has a reflection and a bevel and everything in it. Now if I wanted to do Smart Art, I can hit Convert to Smart Art. Basically what Smart Art is it creates a graphic that is easy to understand. So for this one, I'll use a segmented process, shows a workflow. So Bob would call Jim, Jim called Jeff, and so on and so forth. Now you can go in individually and edit them, or you can select it, and it'll take you to the Smart Art tools up here. I can go through and change the colors, change accent colors, and then, click to change. If I want to do colorful, I can click to change. Then it has Smart Art styles. Just different variations of the color and reflections, and basically just the way it looks. So this is really cool. You can always go back in and change. So if you wanted to do it this way and plop everyone's picture in here, or do it this way, plop pictures, or this way. There's just endless possibilities. I can plop people's pictures in here. You can change the way this looks. I can put text in here, put it across, make them note cards if I wanted to. A cool thing now, I'll go ahead and create a new slide. Convert to Smart Art. It has lists. These are all different types of lists. Like if I wanted to go with something like this, I could. Or what I'm going to show you is like a cycle. It's got pie graphs, like gears, if you wanted to show how something works. And then, if I wanted to change the way it looks, I could hit that, and that would put on the intense effect. And then if I want to go in and change the way this looks to something like this, which is more 3D. And basically it's got arrows, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5. Just cool word art and Smart Art tools that previous versions didn't have. You can also go in here and, we changed the color of that. And you can go to the Home tab and change sizes, and you can format it practically any way you want. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and we hope that this will allow you to see more of the broader spec of what you can do with PowerPoint 2007. Please subscribe to our cast if you enjoy it, and make sure to comment on our page or email us at techweek@usa.com. TechWeek is copyright Delview Studios.